franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the New York Giants.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Bears, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Jalen Hyatt, his intended receiver.
And it's 3rd and short.
You look at this Bears defense.
They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
This is fielded at the 27. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bears take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their 36-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football. He's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields.
Flushed out right. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
He'll take this to the 46.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
They'll stay on the ground. It's Pierman again. And he's going to be met at about the 43. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Now Fields going to move him around.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. They're going for it with the option right. 20.
down the right sideline. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out.
Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now it's Pearman. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Giants nothing. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Half 18, half 18.
Throwing, Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Now Jones. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You talk about this Giant defense.
They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Well, now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
On first down, it's Fields.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Kayvon Thibodeau able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run with Pierman. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Giants, nothing.
Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Oh, a heck of a move. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 26. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to a sack back at the 16-yard line.
Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Jones got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Giants are back within a score. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. But partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
First down, Bears.
Fields going to get that out wide to Mooney.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up second down.
2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
This is Pearman. And just shutting him off there. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. 29 yards.
And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Giants 7. Carlos Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The Giants are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Now this thrown deep for Slayton.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Darius Slayton, 55 yards. And the Giants have got it back to within a score.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Lutz with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On 2nd down, here's Fields.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they...
Touchdown, Giants!
Jalen Hyatt, 38 yards. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up when we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As they take over with exactly 1 minute to go.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
At the 20-yard line.
A shotgun snap, Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
A throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Jones.
He'll find Hodgins there, complete.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Giants first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
The kick by Lutz is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
1 second, all that remains.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 16. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up, and it's just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Pearman. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. It was enough to get him a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
2 catches in the 1st half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. And they'll run on the inside hand.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for a squad.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. Maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to get the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. Exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now.
Now Jones wants to change it up.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
And a loose football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the 2nd half. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll run wide side here with Barkley.
They'll get this up to about the 44.
And quickly, they get to the line.
2nd down, here's Barkley again.
There he goes, left side. And he takes us all the way down to the Bears' 7-yard line.
148 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Caught along the left side by Hyatt. Touchdown, Giants! Jalen Hyatt with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. 3rd and long. It's Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. He's on his way.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know what the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Now Jones to throw on 2nd down. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown.
Daniel Jones, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter.
Back to throw. Fields.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Bears on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 14.
And that went off the mark. A little late with the throw.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do
is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points up.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete.